All right, good evening, delegates and faculty advisors. Congratulations on another successful SRMUN conference, and thank you again for participating in our second official SRMUN Virtual. On behalf of the conference staff and board of directors, we welcome you to the closing ceremonies this weekend. My name is Jordin Dickerson, if we haven't had the chance to meet, and I am the current Deputy Executive Director for the SRMUN organization. So while we're all aware that this conference looks a little different than our in-person ones, what's really great about this virtual platform is it allows delegates from a wider array of locations to come together and talk about international issues that affect us all. This is our second year putting on a separate SRMUN virtual conference, and it's truly been a pleasure to watch you all contemplate solutions to your given topics. I would like to take this time to go ahead and thank everyone who was able to make this conference possible. That includes our Secretary General, Rachel Feibelman, and our conference staffers, Edgar Romero, Jake Holt, Des Woods, Jess Dosher, Noah Vetter, and Keith Branham. And of course, I would like to issue a special thank you to our Executive Director, Michael Oleaga. Model UN provides delegates with a unique experience to hone a variety of skills, including public speaking, negotiating, and research and writing. It also provides students with the opportunity to network with other students from around the country and make connections that will last much longer than just conference weekend. Many of my best friends, even today, were people that I met through Model UN. And I encourage all of you to continue your work with Model UN. Many of our SRMUN alumni have gone on to have really great careers, not only in international relations and diplomacy, but also careers in journalism, law, higher education, finance, pretty much any field that you can think of. If your ability to continue with Model UN as a delegate is a bit limited, we do invite you to consider joining SRMUN staff. We have positions available on both of our Atlanta and Charlotte conferences. So for applications for that or for more information, you can visit our website, www.srmun.org, and you can click on the tab that says Get Involved. All right, so we're going to begin the award portion of our ceremony. So we'll start with recognizing the delegates that have won outstanding position papers. So before conference, delegates were used our SRMUN website to submit position papers for the committees in which they were assigned. These position papers are graded by our volunteer committee staff using a standard rubric that takes into account formatting, grammar, the member state's history with and involvement with a particular topic, diplomatic tone, and then of course recommendations for change. Once all on-time papers have been graded, we calculate their total scores. The delegates with the highest scores will receive an Outstanding Position Paper Award. So I'll announce the recipients in no particular order, starting with the Commission for Crime Prevention and Criminal Justice, or CCPCJ. So our first is Russian Federation, the College of Central Florida. Representing the Dominican Republic, also College of Central Florida. So congratulations to those winners from CCPCJ. And now we'll move on to the Outstanding Position Paper Awards for the United Nations Conference on Trade and Development, or UNCTAD. Again, in no particular order. Poland, represented by the College of Central Florida. Ecuador, represented by the College of Central Florida. The Netherlands, represented by the College of Central Florida. Switzerland, represented by Eastern Illinois University, and Canada, represented by the College of Central Florida. So congratulations to all of our Outstanding Position Paper Award winners. Next, we have our conference awards. So during the conference, our volunteer committee staff nominate exceptional delegate performance in each committee during each committee session. The staffers are going to take into account caucusing, so things like, does the delegate make an effort to work with other delegates in informal debate? Are they incorporating other member states outside of their regional bloc? We consider diplomacy. Does the delegate find cohesion and compromise with their fellow member states? Are they respectful? Are they professional with how they work with other committee members? We take into account participation and preparation. Does the delegate adequately represent the policies of their country in the context of the topic? Do they correctly utilize the rules of procedure and positively contribute to committee flow? And lastly, we consider resolution writing. So does the delegate, contribute substantive material to the working papers, and are they working well with other member states to produce working papers that are not only relevant, but also within the scope of the committee? And then these nominations are tallied by the SRMUN Executive Directorate. The highest scoring delegates will receive an award, and there are 3 levels of delegate awards. honorable delegate, distinguished delegate, and finally the outstanding, which serves as the top award. So we will begin with the honorable delegates for each committee. So for the Commission on Crime Prevention and Criminal Justice, our honorable delegates are the United Kingdom, represented by the University of North Carolina at Charlotte. And now we move on to our honorable delegate award from UNCTAD. Israel, represented by the University of North Carolina at Charlotte, and the United Kingdom, represented by the University of North Carolina at Charlotte. Also, Mongolia, represented by the University of North Carolina at Pembroke. Switzerland, represented by Eastern Illinois University. And now we will move on to the distinguished level of delegate, starting with CCPCJ. The Dominican Republic, represented by College of Central Florida. For our distinguished delegate for the UNCTAD, we have Austria, represented by the University of Alabama. And then the outstanding delegate from CCPCJ, we have Nigeria, represented by the University of North Carolina at Charlotte, and the Russian Federation, represented by the College of Central Florida. And the outstanding delegate awards from UNCTAD, Argentina, represented by the University of North Carolina at Charlotte, and Germany, represented by the University of North Carolina at Charlotte. Congratulations to all of those that won awards, and we will be in contact with your faculty advisors to coordinate the delivery of your awards. You will still get hard copies of those. We'll just have to mail them to you. Or if you're coming to Atlanta, we can give them to you at that conference. So speaking of Atlanta, if you had a great virtual experience, just imagine how great it would be in person. So SRMUN Atlanta 2022, we still have registration open. We will gather at the Sheraton Atlanta Hotel from Thursday, November 17th through Saturday, November 19th. The early registration deadline is Friday, October 15th, but we will extend that deadline for virtual attendees until October 20th. So you can still register after that date, but some late fees will be implemented. But just as a reminder, the deadline to RSVP for your hotel rooms at the Sheraton Atlanta will also be October 20th by 5 p.m. But you can visit srmun.org/Atlanta for more information relating to the conference, to the hotel, or any fees that are associated with that conference. Additionally, we have SRMUN Charlotte 2023. That registration is also open. And SRMUN Charlotte will take place Thursday, March 23rd through Saturday, March 25th, 2023. And we will be at a new location this year. We'll be at the Hilton Charlotte University Place. So for more information about that conference, you can also visit our website, www.srmun.org/Charlotte. So once again, we would just like to thank you for joining us this weekend, and we hope to see you very, very soon in Atlanta. So with that, SRMUN Virtual 2022 is now adjourned. Thank you guys. Enjoy the rest of your weekend and have a great one.